I don't remember how the fuck I got this DVD. I don't know if I bought it for 50 cents or $1 because I knew one day I would review these movies and it'd just be cheaper and easier than renting or or if someone gave this to me as a gag. For some reason, I don't remember buying this. I really don't. But you know it's bad when you have so many fucking movies you don't know where some of them came from. But Star Trek 2009, I don't know if someone sent this to me because one day they wanted me to review these films. I know these were sent to me. These were sent to me in the mail by people who wanted my thoughts on them. And I don't keep them for the collection because I like collecting movies. But I never liked this film. If you're a fan of the film, that's cool. I know a lot of critics, a lot of fans love the film. It has like an 8 out of 10 on IMDb, and that's cool if you enjoy the film. I've never liked this film ever since I saw it back in 2009. I hated the false advertising of saying, building up, here are the first adventures of Kirk and Spock and McCoy. And that's not the case. Because in 5 minutes you go into an alternate reality and you get alternate reality fan fiction bullshit. I did not want to watch alternate fan fiction bullshit. I wanted to watch how Kirk, Spock, and McCoy got together, how they first met, how they first interacted, what was the first adventure that led up to the motion picture and that led up to the 3 seasons of the original series. Granted, you have to put Pike in there, but they do put Pike in the character in this anyway. So I didn't like it was almost like fooling me, fucking with me. Ha, fooled you. This is not the origins of Kurt Spock. It's alternate Back to the Future Part 2. Earth 2 shit. I don't want to watch Earth 2, Star Trek Earth 2. I didn't want to watch that. Okay, other than that, what do I have problems with? J.J. Abrams, Jar Jar Abrams, the one film I liked that he did was Mission Impossible 3. I sadly watched the making of this, which was 17 minutes too fucking long, and it just pissed me off even more. Because he was proud of the stuff that annoys the piss out of me in this movie. For example, one of the first things, the writers talk about, J.J. Abrams talked to us and said, what can we learn from Star Wars here? That's like one of the first things said. Well, the first thing was Jar Jar Abrams saying, the original series, I was always disappointed that they didn't have the resources. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I give a fuck about the story and the characters. You could make a movie for $200,000 like Clerks, but I like the dialogue, I like the characters, I like the movie. It doesn't matter what the budget and the resources are. You can have nothing and make a good movie. Seems like Jar Jar Abrams doesn't know this. And then J.J. Abrams, he was sucking off Star Wars even then. And I don't think he's a Star Trek fan. I call bullshit that he's a Star Trek fan. I think these were movies that, hey, if I get to do this, maybe they'll let me do a Star Wars movie. And they did. Not 1, but now 2, because he's doing episode 9, which sucks. Well, all those films fucking suck. Full of Shit Awakens, like Shithead, and episode 9 will suck. And a big reason is J.J. Abrams. He fucked up Star Trek, he's fucking up Star Wars. Granted, Star Trek was in a bad state anyway, because it's not like Insurrection or Nemesis were fucking great either. But even though I don't like Insurrection and Nemesis, at least they were Star Trek movies. This is wannabe Star Wars. If I want to watch that, I'll watch Kroll with the glaive. I'll watch Kroll, which is better than your fucking movie, J.J. Abrams. I want to make a Star Wars movie, but call it Star Trek. Then it's not fucking Star Trek. It's like with a lot of properties. How far do you go out of your way to be different before it's not even that thing anymore? How far? Where's the line? Draw the line in the sand. Please. Show me where the line is drawn. How much more different do you want to be before it stops being this. It's like Ninja Turtles, since it's fucking Paramount, pair of pricks. Let's change the way they look. Let's make it look like Shrek fucked a Goomba and had 4 fucked up kids. Let's change the whole origin. Let's have no connection. How much do you change before it's not Ninja Turtles anymore? You don't even let them do martial arts, especially in that fucking Out of the Shadows movie. You find more martial arts in a fucking Ernest P. Worrell movie than Ernest Steered Stupid than fucking Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. When Ernest is doing the nunchucks on the back of the pickup truck, that's more martial arts than that fucking... Not that, but... Ninja Turtles Out of the fucking shit house. Shit. I hate this fucking movie. Because I hate these fucking Paramount. You know what? I don't like the movie, but those Ninja Turtles just... Fucking... Anytime I think about those two Michael Bay produced movies, I get a migraine, and it's like again, just some fucking nerd rage. And it's like they just like the fucked up franchises, don't they? Now I'm getting a twitch in my eye. Okay. Going back to the making of. What can we learn from Star Wars, which was stupid? Now, truthfully, I can say it worked at the box office. They didn't get my money. I didn't see this in the theater. I saw it when I went to home video, and I'll be honest, I saw it. I worked at a video store, so I saw it for free. But, fuck, man. I did not like it. And I don't care if a movie makes fucking money. That doesn't mean it's a good movie. If that's the case, then I guess Transformers films are the best movies ever. Because they made a shitload of money. It's like, okay, it's a wannabe Star Wars. It's not Star Trek. And then the other thing, his lens flares. I hate his fucking lens flares. They're stupid. And then he's proud of it in the making of. Oh, lens flares, I love them. They give more life to the scene. Even when, when we have all CGI shots in space, I tell them to put the lens flares in. Because without it, it'll look dull and dead. But you put the lens flares in, and it'll give the scene some life. And then when the scenes... Literally see them, like, how to do lens flares on set. This guy's a fucking moron. Yeah, that's what I want to see when I'm watching a movie. I'm trying to pay attention. All of a sudden, oh, that blinds me. That distracts me. Oh, that distracts me. Oh, now that distracts me. Oh, now that's distracting me. I'm watching this cool... Oh, okay, let's look at the ship. Oh, now there's lens flare. Why would there be lens flare in fucking outer space? There wouldn't be a fucking camera in space, which is how you get the fuck... There wouldn't be a camera that reflect... Why would we be watching lens flares in space? Usually in movies you should take the lens flares out because it's distracting, because it makes you... I don't see lens flares in reality because there's no fucking lens, even on my fucking glasses. It's called lens flare. There should be no lens in outer fucking space. But you having lens flares, so there's a fucking camera out there in space. Just shooting whatever. Lens flares, oh, it's a movie because there's a lens flare. I don't see lens flares in real life. I have to really look hard for it. I'm sure I could really make it, work hard to see it. And, look at the sun and do this, But not fucking as often as in these fucking movies or in that Total Recall remake, which was so much I call it lens flare of the movie. The Total Recall remake did the worst. Again, that's why in my rant of that piece of shit, I said it's lens flare of the movie. And even on the thumbnail, it shows all the fucking lens flares. I'm tired of you fucking lens flares. Jesus. Wept. Because even he knows how shitty these movies are, in my opinion. feel like Dolph Lundgren the Punisher. I talk to God sometimes, and he's pissed. And then, not only that, the shaky cam, you see J.J. Abrams tapping the camera. He's literally tapping it as they're shooting. Tap, 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 tap. Montage of him tapping the camera. Which is why there's a lot of annoying shaky cam bullshit. This. Because he's tapping the fucking... We see it! Yeah, I'm going over the top because I have to go over the top. Otherwise, I won't finish these fucking reviews of these fucking J.J. Abrams films. The worst one is still Star Trek Generations. Because you make Captain Kirk fall off a fucking bridge. But these movies, especially the first two, especially these fucking movies, this is... Jesus Christ, man. I gotta get going, or otherwise this is gonna be an hour long. So, you make an alternate reality bullshit, which is not what I wanted. I wanted to see how Spock and how Kirk really met. You don't get that. Because at the beginning, Chris Hemsworth is Kirk's father. Cool, Chris Hemsworth is there. And this is before Thor. This is cool. But then Eric Bana and his boring-ass villain comes out with his crew, attack, change history, it's alternate reality, alternate timeline, which I didn't want to see an alternate fucking timeline. You get lens flares all over the place, which is fucking distracting. The ship's attacked. Even outside, the camera is shaking. So I guess he literally told the CG artist, just like put in the lens flare. Yeah, put in the camera shaking. Even outside in space. I actually like to see what's going on. Not the motion sickness. How are these good action scenes? And even these effects, I don't give a shit about. Yes, I said it. I can watch Star Trek the Motion Picture and still, wow, at the effects. I can. I can say that with a straight face. These, I don't know, they look ugly to me. They do, I'm sorry, they look ugly. I don't know what it is. Oh, you just hate CGI. No, I think the Transformer films, they have good CGI. I'll give you that. Transformer films do. They're just ugly. Eric Bana sucks ass as the villain. There's an evac. Kirk is born from his mother while the father has to stay and manually collide to save his ship. He has to keep pushing buttons to move it here, to move it there. And sort of help slowly guide it into Eric Bana's ship. And history has changed because in the original series, in the first 6 movies, Kirk knew his father. But in this alternate reality, he has this asshole stepdad. We know this because he steals a car when he's a kid with the Beastie Boys Sabotage playing, which comes into play in this movie. Both the trailer and the movie itself. And he does this stupid leap out of the car as if... just looks like shit. And that Kirk looks like one of the fucking brothers from Hanson. Remember that band Hanson? Kirk looks like a member of Hanson. I'm ready for him to sing doo-wop, doo-da, doo-wop, ba-da-ba-ba. Go have Kirk singing that. And then Spock as a kid. It just shows that Vulcans are really assholes because the kids call his mom a human whore. It's funny. I saw my friend Michael Keaton Phantasm's review. He's not... I think he likes the film more than me because in that review, but I think as years has come on, he doesn't like them anymore, which I can't blame him. But even he was like, human whore? How the hell do they even know the name whore? Do they look that up? Is that in the archives? Is fuck in there too? Is the word fuck in this Vulcan archives? Fuck. Noun. Fuck, verb. To penetrate. Is fuck in there too? Is shit? Is asshole in there? But whore is. And so young Spock punches shit out of his bully. And even later on when he wants to go to Science Academy, the other Vulcan is like, Well, you did well considering your, how the hell did they word it? His, not deficiency, but his, I forget what the hell it was. Like, pretty much Vulcans are assholes, uptight assholes. Which I don't remember it being that much. I mean, I know there's stuff about humans and emotions, but this was like to the point where, wow, Vulcan's just an asshole society. Uptight pricks. Kirk is at a bar. Before I get into that, okay, the cast. The divs and positives. I'm not big on Chris Pine. I mean, watch it again. It's not. I'm never going to say he's bad at the acting. He just doesn't work for me as Kirk. I'm sorry, I don't see him as Kirk. If this was a different movie, different cast of characters, maybe he'd be fine. Like Zachary Quinto, I think he does a good job as Spock. Carl Urban, he does a wonderful job as McCoy. He really does channel DeForest Kelly. John Cho, love him, and Harold Kumar. I enjoyed those three movies. Cool to see him as Sulu. Anton Yelchin, may he rest in peace. He does fine as Chekhov. Simon Pegg as Scotty. Nice choice. Zoe Saldana as Uhura. I think she sucks. I'm sorry, I think she sucks. Well, the character's written shitty, so that's probably why. And Chris Pine, he's... It's funny, there's a interview, I think on Conan O'Brien with Chris Pine. Like, fans told him, you did just fine. Like, it wasn't great, just fine. Like, I don't even think that. I mean, Chris Pine, I saw all three of these newer movies again. His acting, I've seen much worse. It's just... And I will say, I think he does get better in the two after this. Because the way Kirk is written, he's just a fucking dick. And in Into Darkness and Beyond, he's less of a dick. And I appreciate that. And like, okay, I don't have as much hate as probably back in 2009. But I just don't see him as Kirk. He could just been anybody, really. And Uhura, she's just bitchy. And then, like, in all three of these movies, she's either bitchy or Spock's sex toy. Because they do the same with Spock and Uhura have a romance. Okay. Sure. Fan fiction shit. Sure. Okay. Spock and Uhura have a relationship. They don't really do a whole lot because in all three, it's kind of the same fucking thing. Sometimes they kiss. Okay. Whatever. Whatever. Oh yeah, at the bar where Uhura's kind of a bitch, calls Kirk, I thought you were a dumb hick and has sex with his animals because you're from Iowa. Which, I'm like, well, I'm from Iowa. Thanks, Jar Jar Abrams, you asshole. But I did. It's been brought up that Kirk is from Iowa and she's just making fun of this guy because, oh, he's at a bar, he's a drunk. But I'm like, I don't know, maybe just that little thing like, well, like, I'm from Iowa too, you asshole. So maybe that's the makes me not like a horror either. There's a bar fight, Captain Pike. The guy who plays Captain Pike, was it Bruce Davison? Bruce Greenwood. Sorry, Bruce Greenwood. He did a good job as Pike. So the acting, where Eric Bana sucks, Zoe Saldana is really her character who sucks. I've seen her in other stuff, she's been decent, so I think just her character's written shitty. And Chris Pine, I'm like, yeah, I'm not sold on. That's Kirk. But the rest of the cast do fine. It's just script sucks and the direction sucks because J.J. Abrams sucks. And these writers are not that great. These guys wrote Transformer movies. I think they did Eagle Eye, which I like Eagle Eye a lot more than this. Didn't one of them direct the Mummy movie with Tom Cruise? I think it was Alice Kurtzman, but I could be wrong. Might have been Roberto Orci. They're not great writers. I'm sorry. Based on the Transformer shit and this shit, I'm sorry. They're not as bad as the guys who wrote the Ninja Turtle Super Chuds movies that Michael Bay shot out of his ass. Kevin Pike says, hey, come on, enlist. He does. You have one. And that's the thing, like, oh, these are the first time these characters meet, and they're almost, like, nonchalant. It's not, like, a big deal. Like Carl Urban. He's great as McCoy. My space is a disease and danger, wrapped in darkness and silence. That's why I've took the whole damn planet. And the divorce just left me with my bones. As it's not a big deal. But, cool, these two characters are meeting. What's going to happen next? Like, it cuts to 3 years later. And I'm like, I thought the point was to show how they grew up, and no. It's 3 years later. And I'm like, you're not going to show us those 3 years? Maybe that'd be the more interesting story. How does Starfleet Academy work? How does it work? We're not going to see that. Not going to see him work up to it. Kirk making out with his dream girl. We see the Kobayashi Maru that was talked about in the other stuff, which I didn't care for because Kirk in this is a dick. I get it. He's supposed to be cocky until he's not cocky anymore. That's his character arc. That's probably why they did. They have a character arc. But I don't know. Didn't need it, didn't want it. Just came off as a dick, eating a fucking apple. Uhura, bitchy at Spock. No, I'm assigned to the Enterprise. And he's like, yes, I believe you are. I'm like, so what? Is Spock just pussy trained for Uhura? And Uhura's just a bitch? And then in the sequel, she's just the sex toy for Spock. I think it deserves to Uhura's character. I really do. I thought she was stronger in the first 6 movies. Even with her fucking naked dancing in Star Trek 5. I'll take that over this. At least she wasn't bitchy. And then the stuff's going on. McCoy gets Kirk on there because they got pissed him for the Kobayashi Maru, which is messing with the test. And then McCoy gives him this vaccine, and just this stupid comedy where he has these bubble hands, like just, and then his tongue numb, just bubble hands. I'm ready for him to explode like the guy in Big Trouble in Little China. And he hears something. Kirk warns that it's a trap. They listen to him. It is a trap. Bana they're at Vulcan. They have to knock out this drill. So Kirk and Sulu go down to stop this drill. Cool that John Cho has something to do with Sulu. Fights, kills one, stabs another with his sword. But the bad guys, they drop this red matter, and this black hole in Vulcan's fucked up. Fucks up Vulcan. Chekhov gets the falling Sulu and Kirk. A lot of Vulcan and Spock's mother, who's Winona Ryder, dies. And let's really realize something about alternate reality. Destiny's changed. They don't want to listen to Kirk. Spock gets pissed at Kirk, and instead of putting him on the brig, or you're staying in your room, they jettison his ass to an ice planet. Which I'm like, that seems a bit harsh. Jettison his ass to a fucking ice planet that he could easily die at? Like, they don't even jettison near, like, a base. He has to be told where the base is at. He's jettisoned to a fucking ice planet where he could have easily died. And he would have if old Spock, Leonard Nimoy, didn't save him. So, like, what the fuck is this jettison? Like, what? That was so stupid. That was stupid writing. That didn't make any fucking sense. Why would you jettison a cadet into space onto pretty much planet fucking Hoth? Maybe it was Jar Jar Abrams wanted to jerk off the Star Wars world. We gotta have an ice planet. Because I love Hoth. Because I love Empire Strikes Back. Can we do it? Okay, JJ, we'll jump and jerk off. I don't respect J.J. Abrams. That's why I make fun of his name. I don't respect him. Maybe he's cool as a person. Except when, if you don't like The Last Jedi, you don't like women. Except when he said that. If you don't like The Last Jedi, you're just afraid of women. Yeah, that's why a lot of people like Leia. Now, you should be taught concerning how you treat fucking Zoe Saldana's character. Oh, she's bitchy, and... Hey, I love Spock. That's like her character. Yeah, you want to talk, JJ, you fucking moron. Go jump on your fucking lens flares. Go ride your shaking camera while you tapping it. Tap your own ass. And it was sad for me to see Leonard Nimoy in this and the next one. They're like, why? Just as a shitty end to his character. Think about it. Even though this is an alternate reality, this is the Spock that we know and love. Leonard Nimoy. And that's a shitty way to end the character, in my opinion. Think about it. It's not as bad as Luke in The Last Jedi, but it's like a warm-up to it. Think about this. Hear me out. Spock. This planet, we gotta save this planet of Romulans. He doesn't get there in time. The planet goes kaput. So he kind of failed. Not on purpose. He tried, but he failed. Go back in time to change things. That didn't work out. Because the bad guys went back in time. And he got captured, sent to that planet to watch his own planet Vulcan be destroyed. Another failure. Having a beloved character on a fucking planet that's pretty much going to die on the planet. Or left to die on the planet. Well, in Luke's case, he went there to die, even though he left a map for people to find him. But I already did that. And it's sad. He's had no happy ending for this guy. And of course, Leonard Nimoy passed away. So in the third film of this, in this one, they have a plaque that shows that he did die. Fucking sucks. Because it's sci-fi, it's Star Trek. There are a billion ways you can let a character live on. Hell, you can have it that they got something happened. They went on this planet. They took something. They de-aged, and now they're 20 years old again. And they go off on new adventures. It's Star Trek. Fuck. William Shatner himself wrote a sequel to Generations where Kirk comes back because of Borg and stuff. Like, I haven't read those books, but I've heard of them. They should have made those movies. That just sucks. That the old Spock, he even says, billions lost because I failed. He says that line! You might as well put those words in the Luke and Last Jedi. No wonder J.J. Abrams loves that fucking movie so much. And defends it. That pisses me off. That's one of the things that pisses me off the most. And I was waiting until this time to bring it up because if I brought it up at the beginning, I don't know if I would have finished the review. Because I would have been so pissed. But now that I've tired myself out a bit, fucking sucks. And just willy-nilly, they find Scotty on this one yeah, that's luck. Call it fate. Call it luck. Call it karma. That the one planet that Chris Pine gets jettisoned in, not only does he find the old Spock that gives him exposition, but also the one base there is Scotty. Very convenient. And Scotty happens to know how to beam from a planet to a ship, so they get onto the ship. he has to rescue Scotty in this comedy scene where well, not really comedy, but he's trapped in this tube and ready to get chopped up, and he rescues Scotty. Leonard Nimoy tells him to get Spock mad so that he's not command anymore. Kirk becomes the captain. They go to Bana, his ship. Kirk and Spock say, okay, we'll work together. They beam aboard. Spock takes his little ship and destroys his drill that's attacking Earth. Kirk gets his ass kicked. This is one boy. I got your gun. Shoots a guy. Spock collides with the ship. Kirk saves Pike, Bruce Greenwood's character. The Enterprise comes in, shoots these missiles. Everyone gets back on the Enterprise. And they asked Bana, hey, you're going to a black hole. You want us to save you? They're like, no. And then they stupidly go, then fire. Fire everything you've got. Which is kind of un-Star Trek-like. I mean, they're already beaten. They're already going to die. They've even said dialogue, yeah, they're going to go through this black hole and they're going to die. They're not going to make it. Then fire everything you've got. Yeah, that's what I was saying before. When it's, okay. I should have made this comparison before. You go to McDonald's. Why do you go to McDonald's? To want McDonald's food. You don't go to McDonald's thinking you're going to get a bucket of KFC. You don't go to KFC think you're going to get the McDonald's French fries. You want the McDonald's French fries and stuff, you go to McDonald's. You want a bucket of KFC, you go to KFC. You don't go to Burger King I think you're going to get the Big Mac. You don't go to McDonald's in order to get the Whopper. No, you go to McDonald's. If you want the Whopper, you go to Burger. What? Is that how it's going to be with fast food places? Fast food, let's all serve the same shit. No. That's why they serve different stuff and it tastes different. A Burger King burger tastes different than McDonald's burger. McDonald's French fries taste different than Burger King French fries. Because you pick and choose which one do you want. Same with Star Trek, Star Wars. One day I want to watch Star Wars, I'll watch Star Wars. I want to watch Star Trek, I'll watch Star Trek. That's why it's Star Trek. Just like that, that's why that's Star Wars. But people forget that. People like, oh, this is like Star Wars. Then why is it called fucking Star Trek? Why are you making a Star Trek movie? Why do it then? Other than the name will give you a bunch of money. I think, well, Insurrection and Nemesis, they were not good movies in my opinion. But also I think people just needed a break from... They needed a break. And they gave it quite a few years break before you started in. I guess I must say something because you only got the 3 movies and this was the 50th anniversary and it pretty much flopped. Or disappointment, however you want to word it, but it pretty much flopped. And you only got the 3 movies. Back in the day, they got the 6 movies. 6! But anyway. As I was saying before, maybe instead of shooting an already dead ship like un-Star Trek assholes, you want to have been almost pulled into the fucking black hole. Which they do, because they're too stupid enough to be close to it. How about you move the fuck away? They're already dead. No, go closer, just blow the shit out of them. Even though they're already dead. Yeah, granted, they deserve it because they're bad guys, but that's not, again, that's not Star Trek. It'd be very bad news, J.J. Abrams. I know you're not a fan. I don't think you're a fan. I call bullshit on that. Hey, I mean, I like the original series, and especially the first 6 movies and First Contact, you know. And that's another thing, like, with Kirk and Spock, what I liked about that was their friendship. You do not get a sense of their friendship. They hate each other in this movie. They fucking hate each other. And so then when you get to the second film, Wrath of Khan Part 2, I don't buy when Spock is crying for Kirk and his death. You show more emotion than when your own mother died in this movie. And you're like, God, which is laughable, which I'll get to that. You show more emotion when this guy who you literally hated each other in this fucking movie, more emotion than when your own mother, Winona Ryder, died. And your entire planet was destroyed. But you're supposed to, because, no, but this is not that reality. This is not the first 6 movies. When you got to Star Trek 2, you had 3 seasons of a show, and Star Trek the Motion Picture to work up to it. Here you got one movie where they fucking hate each other, and then all of a sudden, you're my best friend. Bullshit. I'll get to that when I talk about into fartness. Which honestly, I would say of these 3, I would say watch them again. I'm going to change my list a little bit when I started these. I think this is the worst one of the 3. Watch it again. This is the worst one of the 3. This one pisses me off the most. This started it. It was Chris Pine's Kirk being a fucking dick. He's not as much of a dick in these. I would say of the 3, I guess Eric Bana's the worst villain, even though Idris Elba sucked too. Granted, I couldn't understand what the fuck he was saying unless I had the subtitles on. And just all the bullshit they changed for Star Trek Earth 2. And then Leonard Nimoy's character, hey, Spock, how does Spock's character end? Oh, he's watches his planet fucking die, and then, by this, he's a plaque. Because Leonard Nimoy passed away. Wow, that's a shitty end to that character. Thank you, J.J. Abrams. At least with this one, I didn't see as many fucking lens flares. Well, Justin Lin, I guess, at least did that. And this one, Benedict Cumberbatch as Khan, I liked a little bit more the second time through. Or maybe because I respect him for playing a cool Doctor Strange. This one, I think, is the worst of the 3. Star Trek Generations is still the worst Star Trek movie. This is the second worst Star Trek movie to me. I said it. This movie can kiss my ass. Fucking hate this movie. Fucking hate it. So I better end it here, otherwise it will be an hour long. But I know a lot of people disagree. Teach their own. This is just my opinion. This movie can kiss my ass. Can kiss my lens flares. Fuck it.